as we're underway in Week 15. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now, 1st and 10. Keenum now on 1st down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Keenum. Here's Booker on the catch. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And this one is incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Keenum. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. A Bronco 1st down. Keenum hooking up with Thomas. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. From the gun, here's Keenum. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, look at 56.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
No. Check, Patriot.
A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Mayfield off the play fake. Flushed out right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 3rd down, Mayfield fights him off. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Von Miller in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And a pretty nifty hurdle there before he's brought down. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Keenum on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They go play action. Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for the Browns. 43 yards. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a...
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Chubb on the counter. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Mayfield looks to throw. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
To throw, Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And he'll bang that one through. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the ball.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there for sack number 22 on the year. Just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Shotgun snap for Keenum. This is Booker on the dump off. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Keenum. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. couldn't hang on.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now Landry. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
2nd down, Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. Fighting him off. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have...
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play that time for Cleveland. 54 yards. They'll run with Chubb. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll try and sneak it here. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Baker Mayfield with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Browns add on to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards. On 1st down, it's Keenum. Drops it underneath for Booker. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum. He's got it. The tight end, Jeff Hireman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
First down, Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Detroit!
Mayfield on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Detroit! Leopard!
They'll try to run. This is Johnson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Over! Now let's go. Green 39. Good.
Mayfield to throw it this time. Drops it off for Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Denver right after this. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Darren Fells, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. The drive starts with Devontae Booker. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On play action, now Keenum. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Now Keenum throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. High throw, but he makes the catch. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Keenum. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down, and he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there just before halftime, and even 40 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Detroit, Detroit.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield, he dumps it to Hyde. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Lucky 56.
Mayfield off the play fake. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Damian Ratley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns add on to their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. They'll give to Hyde. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one good for 10 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Play fake. Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. On 1st down, Keenum. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Detroit!
They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Green 39! Green 30!
On 2nd down, Hyde. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mayfield looks to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Roger. Hey, go, Roger.
Throwing on 1st down is Keenum. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
4 down. Check. Round to the hut. No. Roger. Hey, check 24. Check.
Now a 1st down throw. Keenum. And he whips that one incomplete there.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
We're good. Get out.
From the gun, here's Keenum. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. Thomas, the intended target. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
No. Check. Patriot. Hey, 4 down. 48.
Following the interception, Mayfield dancing to his left. Now, and this is caught. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
They get it to him running left. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Duke Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they? So the Broncos coming out now. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Let's go, let's go.
Off the play fake, Keenum. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
No, Roger.
They'll hand off to Booker. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get...
And his first carry, he loses the football. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. McManus's point after is good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
Nifty move. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Detroit!
They pitch it out to Hyde. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. This is taken around the 12. Gets past one man. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
We're good.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A 2nd down carry for Booker. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. third down. Booker. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Well, 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Marquette King now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Landry now on the return. Muscles him off. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He loses 5 full yards to bring up fourth.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at